What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. And first of all, I just wanted to apologize with the issue in last video. Last video, there was a little bit of a mic issue and it didn't sound as good for some reason or another. I'm not sure why the mic wasn't working, but as you can hear, everything is now working as it should be. So yeah, just starting off the video by apologizing for the last video. But on Saturday, the FIFA Club World Cup is starting, and what better way to celebrate the FIFA Club World Cup coming back than to predict the Club World Cup, as you can see on the screen now. Now, this is going to work like any other tournament predictor. We're going to go through the group stages, A, B, C, D, and so on. You get it, all the way until the final. Now, I'm wearing a Bayern Munich shirt. They are, of course, in the Club World Cup, just because I have a few kits, but I thought, you know what, today I'm going to wear this one. So today I'm representing Bayern Munich. But yeah, before we jump into the tournament tree, let me know in the comments below, who do you guys think is going to win the Club World Cup? But that's enough talking. Let's jump straight into it with Group A. So as you can see, we have got Group A, and we have got Palmeiras, Porto, Al Ahly, and Inter Miami. Now, this is kind of a difficult group in predicting the top two. A team like Porto should be able to finish top. So we're going to go Porto top. Then we are going to go Inter Miami, Palmeiras, and Al Ahly finishing bottom. Moving on to Group B, and this is actually a very interesting group. We've got PSG, who of course won the Champions League, Atletico Madrid, Botafogo, and Seattle Sounders. PSG and Atletico Madrid, they're definitely going to be fighting out for the top spot. It depends if Ousmane Dembele will be playing. Of course, he was injured recently. But I'm going to go PSG top, and I'm going to go Atletico Madrid. And this is kind of a hard one between Botafogo and Seattle Sounders, but just because it is in America, I think I'm going to go Seattle Sounders and then Botafogo to finish bottom. Moving on to Group C, and we have got Bayern Munich, the boys we are representing today, Auckland City, Boca Juniors, and Benfica. Bayern Munich, of course, are going to finish top in this one. This one's pretty simple. Benfica will finish second, I believe. I will go Boca Juniors, and then I will go for Auckland City to finish fourth. Moving on to Group D, we have Flamengo, we have some Tunisian team, we have Chelsea, and we have LAFC. Now, this one is pretty straightforward. We're going to go for Chelsea. They're going to win the group. But in terms of second, we're going to have Flamengo or LAFC. But it's a kind of a hard one. But because it's in America, let's go for LAFC. And then we will go Flamengo third, and then Esperance de Tunisie in fourth. Group E, and again, this is kind of a difficult one. Not for the first place, because we're going to have Inter Milan. But then you've also got River Plate, the Urawa Red Dragons, I probably mispronounced that wrong. And then Monterrey, who of course Sergio Ramos are playing for. Inter Milan are going to win this group pretty comfortably. I think we're going to go for River Plate second. I think that's the right choice. Monterrey, and then Urawa Red Diamonds, not Red Dragons. My mistake. Group F, we have got Fluminense. We have got Borussia Dortmund, we have got Ulsan HD, and we have got Mamelodi Sundowns. Dortmund are going to win this group, of course. Let's see how Joe Bellingham does. Of course, he just recently signed there. Then we will go for Fluminense. I don't know too much about these two clubs, I'm going to be honest. So let's go for Ulsan HD and then Mamelodi Sundowns. But either way, none of those two are going to get to the next stage. Moving on to the last two groups, and to be honest, these are actually really tough groups. We've got Man City, we've got Juventus, we have got Al Ain, and we have got Wydad AC. Now, Man City and Juventus, again, are going to be fighting this one out for the top spot. Man City signed a few good players, especially if they get Reinders done before Saturday. So we're going to go with Man City first. We're then going to go Juventus second. We are going to go Al Ain third, just because I've heard of them before. I've never heard of Wydad, so they are going to go bottom. Moving on to Group H, and we have got a seriously interesting group. We've got Real Madrid, Al Hilal, RC Salzburg, and we have got Pachuca from the Mexican League. Although this looks like a difficult group to predict, I think it is quite straightforward in terms of Real Madrid finishing top. I do believe Al Hilal will finish above Salzburg, and then Salzburg will finish above Pachuca. So they are all the group stages done. Let's predict the knockout stage. So here we are on the knockout stage, and as you can see, the round of 16 is starting. And we are predicting Porto versus Atletico Madrid. And I'm going to go with Atletico Madrid here. So now we move down to Bayern Munich the boys we are representing, as I said, versus LAFC. Now this has to be Bayern Munich. Moving down at the bracket, and we go Inter Milan versus Fluminense. And again, I think the European teams are going to show their dominance, and Inter Milan move on. Man City versus Al Hilal. I feel like this will be quite a fun game to watch. But of course, Man City's dominance is going to overpower Al Hilal. PSG versus Inter Miami. Now this is interesting because Messi will of course be playing against PSG, his old club. And PSG are going to win this one. Chelsea versus Benfica is another game in the round of 16. And I'm going to go Chelsea here. Borussia Dortmund then come up against River Plate. I think this one is pretty straightforward as well. We are going to go for Borussia Dortmund. And finally, an absolutely amazing game to watch as a neutral, hopefully. Real Madrid versus Juventus. Now, I'm going to go Real Madrid to win this one and get to the quarterfinals. Now we get on to the big game. Starting off with the first quarterfinal, we have Atletico Madrid versus Bayern Munich. I feel like this is going to be an interesting game. Honestly, the quarterfinals is going to be really good. But, however, I have to back Bayern Munich. I'm wearing the shirt. We have to back Bayern Munich, and they are going to get to the semi-final. We then move down, and we've got a replay of the Champions League final a couple of years ago. Inter Milan versus Man City. Now, of course, Inter Milan, they did lose, well, they got battered in the Champions League final this year, and they have also lost a manager, so they might be adapting to that new period. And for that reason, I'm going to go for Manchester City. Moving down the bracket, on the second side, we now have PSG versus Chelsea, and this is going to be an unbelievable game. PSG, of course, won the Champions League. Like I said, it all depends if Dembele is back, how far they can go into this. But Chelsea, I don't think they have the strength to be able to beat PSG. PSG are on fire right now, so we're going to go for PSG to reach the semi-final. We have now got Dortmund versus Real Madrid, and I think this one's pretty straightforward. We're going to go for Real Madrid to reach the semi-final. The first semi-final, we have Bayern Munich versus Manchester City. Now, this one is a really hard game to call because, obviously, Pep used to manage both. That's not the reason why it's hard, though, because Bayern Munich are absolutely dominating, although it be in the Bundesliga, where Man City weren't that good last season in the Premier League, but they have some very good signings that they have made. This is a really, really hard one to pick, but I can see Bayern Munich sneaking it. So I'm going to go for Bayern Munich to reach the final. Moving on to the second semi-final, and we have PSG versus Real Madrid, and this could be a battle of the ages. This is a very extremely hard game to call. The problem is it's hard to go against Real Madrid. I know Bellingham might be injured. He might be having surgery. This is a very hard game to call. I think I'm going to risk it, and I think I'm going to go Real Madrid to beat PSG. So as you can see, the final in MetLife Stadium, New York, will be Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid. And I know I said I'm representing Bayern Munich today, but I just can't see Real Madrid losing to Bayern Munich for one simple reason. I think the squad that Real Madrid have is unbelievable. You know, the likes of Mbappe, Bellingham, they've got Rodrigo, they've got Vinicius Jr. And Bayern Munich have very good players, but I can see Bayern Munich not being able to beat Real Madrid. As much as it pains me to say, I think Real Madrid are going to win it. And they are your 2025 Club World Cup winners. So yeah, guys, that is my prediction. I think Real Madrid are going to win the Club World Cup in 2025. Like I said at the start of the video, let me know in the comments below, do you guys disagree with me? And if you do, who is going to win it? But yeah, that's just my opinion. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy it, then please do smash that like button. We are almost close to 250 subs, which is a quarter of the way to 1,000. We are getting there. Let's see if we can get to 1,000 this year. But yeah, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you stick around, and I promise you won't regret it.